Coach, it's like several different games out there, but when you were good, you were awfully good.
Oh, well, first of all, I want to thank all those teams, all those schools, that came out today and joined us for a game at 1 o'clock in the middle of the week. We needed every single loud, screaming 8, 9, and 10-year-old today. We needed all of you, and we didn't play well in the first quarter. And I fear that if you guys hadn't come from those elementary schools today, we might have played worse. So you guys gave us a lot of energy to kind of keep us hanging in there. So thank you, all the teachers that came out today as well and helped. And it was a great day. I'm really glad we came out with the win today because it's a great education day for UTEP. I can't remember your question, but what did you say?
It seemed like it was kind of a bunch of different games, but when you played well, you played really well.
Yeah, we had a lousy first quarter, and then I think we won every quarter after that. So I'm really proud of that. The fourth quarter we didn't win, and I was on them in the locker room about giving up that three-pointer when they thought the game was over. Really, we would have won all 3 quarters going away. And I'm really proud of them for doing that because one of the hardest things to do in basketball or any sport is when you get off to a slow start, can you overcome it? And this team's always seemed to, I don't know why I question their resiliency at all. They seem to just be so tough, and they overcome adversity all the time. So I shouldn't be surprised if they did it one more time. We played some really good basketball in the third and fourth quarters, and I couldn't be prouder of them doing that.
That press seemed to caught you guys off guard in the first, and they got some blocks. Just talk about how you're able to adjust from that and be able to push the floor more.
Well, we were doing a couple of things different than we hadn't done all year, experimenting with a few things, but we went kind of back to our basics in the second half and attacked it a little bit better. But, the fact of the matter is, we just made such poor decisions early for whatever reason. I thought their size bothered us early. As the game went on, we kind of got used to their size. And then they didn't have much interest in pressing us after we attacked it a little bit better. So it's one of those things where, as a coaching staff, we'll go back and try to figure out why we had such a slow start. But the fact that we overcame it is the story of the day.
How big is it to get a win kind of coming off a loss in first game too, back at home in a while?
Yeah, it's really important to come back and not just win, but it's really important to come back and play well. And I thought that's what I kept thinking in the first quarter was, gosh, guys, we've come so far. Let's not take a step back today. Let's keep building. Let's keep pushing. Let's not back up. And I was really pleased to see him play better because of that, because we did come off of a slow start in Florida. It's the reason why we lost that game. And I was really concerned there might be a repeat performance, but not today. The Miners gritted their teeth and said it's not going to happen, and I'm proud of them.
Seemed like down the stretch, Nash came up really big for you guys. What makes her so special, especially in those games when you need a bucket? It seems like she's the go-to.
She is just, she's just a clutch basketball player. I can't really explain it. She just, time and time again, she'll hit a clutch big shot. She'll make some timely free throws. And she just does it over and over again. She wants the ball in her hands in tough situations too. So that's things that you can't coach. You either have that or you don't, and she has it. So when a player like her has the it factor, you go to her. And I thought a lot of our players did some clutch things. I thought Jordan Alexander took a very meaningful charge. Naj, of course, hit some free throws. Of course, T plays. I continue to be impressed with Tamara Sada's improvement level in the last 4 or 5 months. She is just a different player, and it's all because she's decided to be different. It's all the effort that she's put in. So I thought Faith came in and hit some clutch free throws down the stretch to ice it, and way to go, Miners.
Coach, you had 17 turnovers in the first, second, and fourth quarters combined. You had 2 in the third quarter when you scored 23 points. Was that the whole key to scoring 23 points in that quarter?
That's been our theme all year. If we will just take care of the ball, we score. And we are very efficient with the ball. You look at our shooting percentages and things like that are usually really good. And if we take care of the ball, we're generally hard to stop. And it's been our thing all year. I can't explain it any more to anybody else, but we're good when we take care of that ball, and obviously not so good when we throw it to the other team.
Coach, it's got to help though. You got 11 steals, and the athleticism really showed. Kind of impressive, especially from a 9-game road trip. Just talk about the fight from your players.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive in that we got those steals where we weren't playing well, and those steals kind of gave us energy. And, kids are pretty, I always say, 18, 19, and 20-year-olds, do they really ever get tired? But I guess they do. And we did get back from that 9-game road stint, and we did get some rest. They got off their feet, got lots of fluids, and I think they needed that energy today for sure.
Middle Tennessee coming up next. I know obviously the focus is one game at a time, but what do you kind of know about them and kind of the short turnaround and now kind of getting ready for them?
Disciplined, winning tradition. They'll be hard to score on. It's a typical Middle Tennessee, tough, well-coached team. And when you watch them, you don't think much at first, but the more you watch them, you go, man, they're going to be a tough out for anybody. I mean, they're just a quality team. They've lost some ball games this year, but if you look at their schedule, they've lost a really good team. So it'll be a great battle at noon on Saturday. I hope everybody can come out because it's going to be a great game between two pretty good teams.
It is.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Steve, you're up.